Hello, what's up, and welcome back to the channel, y'all. It is me, V Holland ONG, and in today's video I would like to talk to y'all about Mr. ProveX and the sacrifice phase for all of y'all out there, and just bring some transparency to the space, okay? Because there are a lot of naggers out there and beta mindsets that we are going to rule out in this video. Now, with that being said, ProveX is in its 10-day phase that we have left. Now, throughout this sacrifice phase, there are multipliers that give you a 1x, a 2x, a 3x of however much you hold. But this is also a game for the whales or someone with extra money on hand, because as people buy more of the supply, right, it tends to knock everybody out of position. So if we go on this back page and we just scroll up and up, you can see it's people that don't have too much of a significance because those larger holders are holding up the pot. Now, the 3x for a lot of these top holders don't exist because they all are allocated within the sacrifice phase and they are spending big money, as you can see. Now, in my eyes, right, I would like to hold something of significance of the supply, and that's probably like about 10 million tokens or more. Better yet, 100 million tokens. Just imagine your $799 going to 8,000 bucks with a simple 10x. Now, if we go up and up, probably like in page 20, let's go to 10, page 10, okay? We go to page 10, you can see it's people that hold $4,000. Once again, this diminishes over time if somebody buys more of the supply. So they spent 5,000 bucks. They got 78 million tokens, well, points that could possibly equal up to that amount of tokens. And as time goes on, guess what happens, you guys? The supply is burned. Why is this important? Right? Why is Mr. ProveX important? And this what debacles or obliterates what the normal average person would say that don't have any belief in PulseChain. Well, right here in Richard Hart's post, right, as y'all can see, the Mr. Prove token only becomes more rare. And so that is what Mr. Prove is. It is our on ramp and off ramp into cryptocurrency. So now it eliminates the middleman. We don't need exchanges. We don't need other decentralized dexes that possibly want to, how can I say this, delist PulseChain just like they did eHex, right? And man, this is so bullish, you guys. And so right here, Richard Hart said why this will win and keep winning. It's an exchange iller UX. I gotta keep it PG-13, okay? But exchange obliterator. All right. So with that being said, instant private non-custodial settlement that feels simpler than a wire. So for the average person that's not an investor, or maybe they are, or they just used to buying on an exchange, Mr. ProveX will give us that ability to do, just to buy through a wallet that supports PulseChain. Internet Money Wallet is our native wallet, right? So we can just automatically purchase on PulseChain. That's incredible, because that Mr. ProveX will support the whole ecosystem, and I'm going to jump into that logic as well. So right here it says composability mode. Once wallets / dApps integrate the rail, flows compound across use cases. Multi-vertical demand, finance, identity, commerce, DPN, enterprise, many independent engines burning the same fixed supply. That's PulseChain and all of its core tokens. And guess what? Mr. ProveX is a core token. When it launches, man, this is going to be incredible, in my own opinion, right? Credible neutrality proves our math settlement is code. No favorites, no listing, no freeze button. Because at any point in time, if someone dislikes PulseChain, if someone dislikes the community, if someone dislikes Richard Hart, right? We all know Richard Hart beat the FCC. What a guy. Thank you, Richard, for, you know, investing into PulseChain and making something for the people. Thank you, all the hexagons out there, the Pulsicans, the what else, PulseXicans, right? You guys are incredible, and this is just going to help us all in the long run. And so Right here, it says Mr. Prove's private prover tech lets two parties settle anything in value fiat-wise. Crypto swaps, identity checks, reputations, tickets, domains, without trusting an exchange or escrow. Proofs say this happened. Math releases funds, right? So when you want to buy, your bank knows, right? Or whatever system you are using to buy cryptocurrency, especially PulseChain, this will allow access granted to prove that me as a buyer, I got what I paid for. So it says every successful use burns a fixed supply token, turning adoption into engineered scarcity. So not only will it burn ProveX, but it'll also burn Pulse, which is our gas token. It's a cheaper, faster, better version of Ethereum. And then it's also going to burn PulseX, which is our swap. It's our decentralized swap. And as you know, PulseX also burns itself, which makes it super deflationary over time as more people on board. Now, when it comes to Hex, guess what? Hex has its own utility. You can stake it. I would suggest doing a ladder stake, short term, right? And it gives you compounding yield in Hex, which means your money just makes money for you in your sleep. And then with ProveX, we'll be able to buy Hex on Ethereum straight through PulseChain. Incredible. And then we also have Ink, which is the reward token for liquidity. So now if we go back to this, it says check out the potential. Fastest and easiest crypto on/off ramps, burn per verification, identity, age, gating, KYC light, proves over 18, not on list, account ownership without data dumps, burn checks, and so much more, right? So much more. You guys, I'm very, very bullish on this. And right now, Pulse, right, because people with the beta mindsets, they're going to compare this to all the sacrifices, but this is like the end game. This is the all to be alls, right? Right now, Pulse is at a 93% discount. That's amazing. To have invested and then to just watch this go back up to 3 zeros, bro, that's incredible. I'm not going to jump into the math right now, but over time, ProveX will appreciate with the rest of the ecosystem. Regardless if there's a downtrend or an uptrend, we will see higher lows. And so with that being said, I wanted to take a look at my notes, and I wanted to talk to y'all about being a small fish and not participating in the sacrifice phase. Okay, this is not buying and selling advice, but as you can see right here, well, you can't see it, but in my opinion, I'm a small fish, right? So I'll DCA steadily over time, 10 to 25 bucks a month, nothing more, stacking for the long haul. And that's what we got to take into accountability, that not only was ProveX launched within a bear market, so you know how Hart's law works is that Pulse drags everything down with it. But if Pulse was to do a 10x, guess what? The other assets will do a 10x as well from the liquidity pools that it's paired with. And so will all the other core tokens, right? So just imagine earning and burning throughout all these liquidity pools with tokens that actually matter. And so right here, just ignore the people with negative mindsets. They bail on PulseChain because they lack vision, right? I hope I provided that for y'all, and y'all are some true believers that I'm talking to. We hold these core gems tight. They're the heart of the system, and history shows they moon as more folks on board. ProveX is next. Hodl strong. And with that being said, you guys, if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the thumbs up button, leave a like, drop a comment down below, and until next time, y'all already know what I'm about to say, man. I will talk to y'all when I talk to y'all. Matter of fact, I will see y'all when I see y'all. It is me, the Holland ONG. Deuces.